Hey everybody, welcome back to Soup to Nuts. I'm Steve.
And I'm Angie.
And last night Angie made just the most incredible meal. We had tacos.
Who figures tacos,
Tacos, right?
The most simplest thing to do.
I know, but it's really not that simple. So you made a vegan taco.
Yes.
And what did you use instead of meat?
I used tofu, extra firm tofu. Now I got this recipe from itdoesn'ttastelikechicken.com. So that's her recipe. I just got it off of the internet and I was like, oh, that looks good. So I'll try it. And it was delicious. So we thought.
Yep, it was so good. I was like, let's have tacos again for dinner tonight. If you didn't know that it was tofu, you'd have never known the difference.
Nope.
So Angie's going to go through the process of using the tofu and making the crumbles. And what's the first thing we have to do, Ange?
Well, the first thing we have to do is you want to preheat your oven. Now on It Doesn't Taste Like Chicken's website, she does it at 350, and she said for 30 to 35 minutes to cook your tofu. But to me, it took longer, and I had to raise it up to 400 degrees because I was like, this is taking way too long.
So you cook everything in the oven. You cook the tofu
in the oven.
So you season it, you shred it and season it and cook it in there?
No, you just crumble it.
You just crumble it and cook it?
Yeah.
Okay, so crumbling the tofu, cook it in the oven, then you have to cook it again?
No, you just put it on the stove and mix in salsa. And then you just want...
No seasonings, just salsa?
Just salsa.
Pretty simple.
That's what I use. And you want to use organic.
Why do you want to use organic?
Because it's healthier for you. You don't want regular because of the pesticides and all that in the soy.
Pesticides in my tofu.
All right, so I showed you what kind of tofu I use. I'll show you again. It's the organic extra firm tofu. You want extra firm tofu. You don't want soft, you don't want firm, because you want it to hold up to the crumbles. So it calls for a tablespoon of oil, a tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, smoked paprika, a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of cumin.
Can't wait to play this video back. Ask me why.
Because I said cumin?
No.
Why?
Because I said, do you season the tofu? And you're like, no, you just put it in the oven.
No.
So when we watch, we'll see who's right.
Half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of onion powder. Or if you want, you really could just use taco seasoning. Half a teaspoon. This is garlic powder, half a teaspoon. And then just stir it all up. And on her website, she said you didn't have to press it, but I chose to press it because I think maybe that'll take less time for it to cook. But anyways, all you do is you get this and just crumble it. That easy, folks. Just crumble, crumble.
I know people can't see me because the top of my head is chopped off, but I think that's why it came out and we couldn't tell the difference between ground beef and this is because of the seasoning. The colors in there make it look like ground beef.
Because it will be, because when you cook it in the oven, it will brown it up, and you want to get all the seasoning mixed in, you'll see.
You will see.
So just crumble it in your fingers. You only needed the spoon to whisk it around. Now, I'm going to use my hands because it's at my house. Do what you want to do at your house. I'm using my hands, and you just mix it like this. So you get it all, the seasoning. You know what the recipe didn't call for? Salt and pepper.
You want salt and pepper?
No, that's interesting.
I'm good with no salt and pepper.
But you guys, I know if you're a meat eater, you're going to be like, but I used to always say, yeah, but you've been eating this way for a long time, so it doesn't taste like meat to you. Well, Steve eats meat. All right, so once you got it all crumbled, as you can see, because I got a glass bowl, See how it all got all that flavoring, all that seasonings. So then you need parchment paper or a silicone mat on a baking sheet. Just pour it on there. Spread it around as thinly as you can. Get all the nooks and crannies that you can. The less crowded, the better. And your crumbles don't have to be perfect. You know, some are big, some are small. You can make them that way or whatever. All right, so it goes in the oven. 350. I have mine at 400 because I'm trying to cook it a little bit faster. But 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. And if it's not crispy or crunchy enough to your liking, then put it back in for, you know, until you can get it. All right, so I'll put it in the oven just like this, and I'll show you what it looks like when I pull it out. All right, I do want to mention that as you're cooking it, you do want to constantly stir it. So when I say constantly, I mean every now and then stir it so you can get all sides browned up.
Whatever constantly means to you.
All right, so you want to stir it around so you can get it browned on all sides. So I just got done stirring mine at 15 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. So this is what it'll look like when it comes out of the oven. So then what you do is you get yourself a pan. This is what I have. And you just dump it in there. I'm just dumping it in here because my pan is a little hot. All right, so I normally like my tacos soft shell, but we bought these Taco Bell ones from a place called Big Deal Outlet.
Big Deal Outlet.
It's a store that sells almost expired food or expired food, but it's still good. That's just the sell-by date. I shouldn't say expired because it's just a sell-by date. But anyways.
How many people out there think that the expiration date on food is a sell-by date or a use-by date? And how many people think that they just put an arbitrary date on a can so you'll throw something out and go pay more money to buy it again? Let us know in the comments.
All right, so we had 6 tacos. I don't know how many's in here, but we're just going to warm them up while this is warming up. So I got to turn on my pan to start warming it up.
Nope.
Oops. And the recipe calls for a half a cup of salsa. Now this is homemade salsa, so it's not as runny. It depends on if it's runny, you'll need less. If it's thick like this, you might need more. But while our tacos are cooking,
Are you having 3 or 4?
I'll probably have, I'll do a couple of soft tacos.
Okay.
While this is warming up, you warm up your tacos.
Hey, just so everybody knows, Angie's got all the fixings here for tacos. We do put shredded cheese on our tacos. I gotta get down here in Angie land. But the cheese that we use is this chow. So if you can see it, I know the corner is a little ripped, but we get this at Target or some other grocery stores might carry it. It comes shredded, pre-shredded, or it comes in a block. Angie and I were just commenting because we buy the pre-shredded cheese as well. But we started shredding the block. And actually, it's better.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the powder on it so it doesn't stick
it'll
together.
Stay longer. Yeah. So
I'm not going to measure out my salsa. I'm just going to put in whatever I think, which might be my whole thing. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to. I'm not going to have enough.
And when she says homemade salsa, so I can't remember where we get this. We either got it at the National Finals Rodeo.
Did.
So when we go to Cowboy Christmas, you'll see all kinds of vendors out there with their salsa mixes and everything. This is H&H brand.
Pretty good.
You see how I did that without my glasses? H&H brand. It is good. So it just takes a can of tomatoes and some of
A
this.
scoop of that. Yeah.
And the
Instant
NFR
sauce.
can't come quick enough because I don't think we have enough to last us.
All right, so I probably should have put a little bit more salsa in there, but that's okay because it puts moisture back into it. I know, ridiculous. You're drying it out and then putting liquid back in with it, but that also gives it the flavor.
And there it is.
That easy, folks.
That's the consistency we had last night. And like I say, now that she put the salsa in there, you would not know the difference between seasoned taco ground beef and this. So why not take a healthier option today?
And it doesn't hurt, you know. They say Meatless Monday, you know, or meatless whatever. This is a good way to do a night without meat. I mean,
There's a broken taco shell over there, honey.
to each their own. I'm just showing you other options, but it's really good. And when I first made it, I was like, that's not going to be enough, but it was enough for the two of us. You have a big family, you might have to do a couple of tofus. But you could do this in tacos. You can put this in burritos. You can put it on a taco salad. All you're doing now is just heating up the salsa. So your mixture will be nice and warm. And that is it, folks. Whatever seasonings, whatever taco toppings you want to put in there, they should be done. So we like to use the Follow Your Heart sour cream. That's pretty good. So that's it, folks. Tofu taco crumbles. And that's what's for dinner. I hope you try this video.
I hope you try the video as well. Tastes good.
I hope you try this recipe. I will put the link down below. All right, we're going to get ready to eat our dinner. So thanks for watching. Hope you like this video.
Like and subscribe, folks. Like and subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.